So you've spent the entire weekend in bed. Not because you're sick, not because you're tired, just because you scrolled, you snacked, you watched shows, and you didn't feel guilty about it. Congratulations. You've just participated in what the internet is calling bed rotting. And here's the confusing part. Half the internet says it's self-care, a necessary mental health break in our burnout culture. The other half warns it's a depression symptom disguised as a wellness trend. So which is it? Is bed rotting the rest your exhausted soul needs? Or is it a red flag that something deeper is wrong? And how do you tell the difference before it's too late? Before we dive in, please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. We put our hearts into every video, and your support helps us keep creating content that actually matters. So thank you, truly, for every subscription and like. What is bed rotting? Let's start with the basics. Bed rotting is exactly what it sounds like. Intentionally spending extended periods in bed doing absolutely nothing productive. No work, no errands, no obligations. Just you, your bed, and whatever keeps you entertained. The term exploded on TikTok and Instagram as a rebellion against hustle culture. In a world that glorifies being busy, bed rotting says, actually, I'm going to do nothing, and I won't apologize for it. And here's the thing. There's real psychology behind why this resonates. Your parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for rest and digest, needs activation time. When you're constantly in fight or flight mode from stress, your body literally craves this shutdown. Some psychologists call it strategic withdrawal, a conscious choice to step back from overstimulation. It's like hitting the reset button on your nervous system. But, and this is a big but, there's a difference between choosing to rest and being unable to do anything else. One is self-care, the other is a symptom. So how do you know which one you're experiencing? Let's talk about when bed rotting is actually good for you. Because yes, sometimes your soul genuinely needs to rot a little. When is it helpful? Healthy bed rotting has some clear characteristics. First, it's temporary and planned. You decide, this weekend, I'm doing nothing. And Monday comes, and you get up. There's a clear beginning and end. Second, you feel restored afterward, not worse. Your body needed rest, you gave it rest, and now you have energy again. That's how recovery is supposed to work. Third, and this is crucial, you still maintain basic self-care. You're eating, drinking water, maybe scrolling mindlessly, but you're not completely disconnected from reality. You shower eventually. You respond to important messages. You're resting, not disappearing. From a neuroscience perspective, this kind of rest allows your brain's default mode network to activate. This is the network that works when you're not actively focused on tasks. It processes emotions, consolidates memories, and helps with creativity. It's why some of your best ideas come when you're doing nothing. Your cortisol levels drop. Your muscles release tension. Your prefrontal cortex, exhausted from making decisions all week, gets a break. This isn't laziness. It's neurological maintenance. If you emerge from bed rotting feeling lighter, clearer, more like yourself, congratulations. You did self-care right. But what about when you don't feel better? What about when bed rotting stops being a choice and starts being the only thing you can do? When does it become dangerous? Here's where we need to get serious. Depression doesn't always announce itself with tears and sadness. Sometimes it whispers, just stay in bed a little longer, and then a little longer, and then days pass. Warning sign number 1, you've lost the ability to choose. You tell yourself you'll get up, but you can't. There's a physical heaviness, like gravity doubled. That's not rest, that's your brain's reward system shutting down. The nucleus accumbens, responsible for motivation, isn't firing properly. Warning sign 2, bed doesn't feel good anymore, but you still can't leave it. There's no peace, no restoration, just numbness. You're not scrolling happily, you're scrolling to avoid thinking. Big difference. Warning sign 3, basic self-care is falling apart. You're not eating properly, or you're eating too much without tasting it. You haven't showered in days. Messages pile up unanswered not because you're resting, but because responding feels impossible. Warning sign 4, when you do get up, you feel worse about yourself. Guilt, shame, self-hatred. Your inner voice says, you're so lazy. What's wrong with you? That's depression talking, not reality. And here's the medical reality. Prolonged bed rest actually worsens depression. Your serotonin production decreases without sunlight and movement. Your circadian rhythm gets disrupted, making sleep problems worse. Your muscles weaken, which sends signals to your brain that you're unwell, creating a feedback loop. If bed rotting has stretched from a weekend to a week, if you've canceled plans multiple times, if people are worried about you, this isn't self-care anymore. This is your soul asking for help. What do you do now? If you recognize yourself in those warning signs, first, you're not broken. Depression is a medical condition, not a character flaw. Start small, not go for a run. That's too much. Try sit by the window for 5 minutes. Try eat one proper meal today. Try text one person back. These tiny actions start rewiring those motivation pathways. And please, talk to someone, a therapist, a doctor, a trusted friend. The phrase, "I can't get out of bed," needs to be taken seriously, not dismissed as laziness. Your soul isn't being dramatic. It's sending an SOS. So here's the bottom line. Bed rotting isn't inherently good or bad. It's about context, duration, and how you feel afterward. If it's a conscious break that leaves you refreshed, you're probably fine. If it's becoming your default state and you feel trapped in it, that's your signal to reach out. Listen to what your soul is telling you. Sometimes it says, rest. Sometimes it says, help. Both are valid. Both deserve attention. Write in the comments, have you experienced bed rotting? How did you know whether it was rest or something more? Your story might help someone else recognize what they're going through. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself, whatever that looks like today. And remember, asking for help isn't giving up. It's the bravest form of self-care. See you in the next video.